My name is Dave Osborne. I'm a carpenter out of Local 1. I've been a union carpenter for 21 years. I grew up northwest side of the city, single mom. Never met my dad. My mom pretty much raised me by herself, did the best she could kind of thing. And, we moved around a lot when I was a kid. I was always the new guy. Always had to make new friends, always had to fit in. Didn't know how long we were going to stay there. And around junior high, I fell in with a group of people and we found alcohol, and I finally fit in, I just thought, again, I was Mr. Fun Guy, life of the party, and moved on to some harder drugs from there. Became a carpenter around 24, and it wasn't a big deal to come into work with a hangover. Everyone else was hungover too, and we worked hard, and so we earned our beer afterwards was the kind of catchphrase. I just didn't think anything I was ever doing was abnormal, atypical, I always wanted a family more than anything from a very young age, and experiencing all the medical, just the rarity of the things that my wife experienced trying to have children. I just thought, I'm doomed, we're never gonna have kids. And my son came along, and he is literally an absolute miracle, medical miracle. And becoming a dad has been the most amazing thing in my life. He's about 6 months old, and I'm thinking I won the lottery. Life is great, everything's finally worked itself out. And my wife could not have been unhappier and expressing this to me. And, I agreed to go to marriage counseling. It was the third time we were at the marriage counselor that she brought up that I'm under the influence 24 hours a day of something or multiple things. And the woman asked me, do you think you have a problem? And I almost sarcastically answered, yeah, I have a problem, but what can we even do about it? And she laid out some solutions to me that in the moment I just agreed to. I reached out to our fund, which was a different fund back then, and that day I wound up in treatment and little to nothing out of pocket, and I wound up at a pretty decent place. And it saved my life, it saved my family, it was the greatest decision I've ever made. I haven't had to, needed to, wanted to take a drink or a drug since. And still married, have had another child since sobriety. Well, the greatest two gifts I've ever received, and wouldn't have any of it. I wouldn't be here talking to you if I still chose to put the poison in my body. The past 12 years have just been amazing. I've grown as a human. I sometimes feel like I'm a 12-year-old because I started life over 12 years ago. I know how to handle situations now that I didn't know how to handle, when I was operating as such. It's progress, not perfection. I'm not a saint, I'm not a hero, I haven't saved the world. I'm just working on me one day at a time, as best I can to be a father for my kid, to be kids, to be a husband for my wife. And the solutions are out there. What we have just at our fingertips is enough to save your life. It really is. It's just that first step is picking up the phone. It's the heaviest weight there is sometimes, but can change your life if you do it.